So, we're winding down this Sunday's pure and open roads into infinite blessings, paid in full moon. Let's talk about it.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojubatu Olodumare bobo egungun ara orun bobo orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekule if you're catching this in the evening time, or ekale. Ekaro if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9 the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And we are winding down your Sun's Day, August 18th, 2024, vibing on a 25-7. And that is indicative of pure and open roads in Orisha tradition, because 7 is the number of Ogun as well as Yemoja. So there are new pathways that are opening up to more of a sense of nurture, a deeper space of meditation. I'm feeling more so things happening within that manifest in the 3D, but it's got to happen from the inside first before it manifests on the outer. It's the 9th Sun's Day of summer solstice and the last one of Leo season, and the moon tonight is waxing in the 11th house of Aquarius, so you may feel an increase in your sense of spiritual rebellion. So as you wind down, get this R&R and prepare for Moon Day, a new 7-day cycle. We're going straight into Moon Day on a full moon. And this one's going to be a doozy. So I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to get into Moon Day's forecast. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is radio for the road less traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.
Did you find purity, rest, and reflection and alabaster divine? Then you'll love it on my cosmic beachside with Mother Blue Hues. Meet me there tomorrow. That's www.poeticallymused.org/Mother Blue Hues. That's POETICALLYMUSED.org/MOTHERBLUHUES. Ashe.
And we're back. So before I go any further, I'd like to say thank you and welcome to the Mothership to all of my new followers, all of my new supporters, all of my new listeners. And y'all just stay tuned because I got a lot of good stuff coming up. So make sure you sign that email list so that you can stay abreast on everything that's going on in 222.9, the Mothership's orbit. Okay, so it's Monday, August 19th, 2024. Happy solar return to my sis Tony, who's a very talented opera singer. And you'll hear more about her at Jam Pack Entertainment. You'll see her on my Facebook page in the lovely green skirt that she played very admirably Asaka from Once on This Island. So happy solar return to my Leo girl today. And we have infinite blessings in full. Now, why did I say that? Because the day vibrates on Obatala's 8. So it's kind of like the husband and wife switched position. Oop, third eye is open circle, everybody. Think about it. Obatala's day is Sunday, right? That was yesterday. And the number was on a 7. 7 is Yemoja's number, as well as Ogun's. But Monday is Yemoja's day, and the daily numerology is Obatala's number. 8. So you had an Orisha kind of switch positions there. Anywho, 8 is the number of infinity and also the number aligned with this year. So there's your infinite blessings in full because the moon is full tonight in the 11th house of Aquarius. So, with that in conjunction with 5 planets in retrograde, let this day be for full on spiritual rebellion. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's only a bad thing to those who try to keep your spirit captive. But their time was up anyway. So stop making yourself uncomfortable trying to please people who are pleased with a smaller version of yourself. Oh, that is so for the birds. Get all of your blessings. Embrace everything you have in full, past, present, and future. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The bright chambers and all the dark nooks and crannies. I mean, embrace all of it and use all of it as fuel to propel forward into the next level of your journey. It is the ninth moon day of summer solstice and the last one of Leo season. So that's what you got going on. And in Orisha tradition, this is Ojo Aje. So this full moon is a really good moon to put in those prayers, those manifestations pertaining to manifesting material abundance. And everybody has their own groove and their own way of doing things. So do it well and make sure you're not doing nothing towards nobody else because karma is not playing with nobody. Those of you that practice the Orisha tradition, tonight's full moon is a good time to pay homages and respects to Yemoja, and the Yoruba name for the moon is Oshupa. So that's the name that I will be using, but that's what we have on today's forecast. We are still cruising through the third decan of Leo season. So if you were born between the 13th and the 22nd of August, you are a Leo, but you're a Leo with a pair of ram horns. So those are your most headstrong Leos. And it's not a matter of a good or bad thing. It's just a matter of being aware of your energies so that you know how to work with them in masterful ways. And when you master your energies, you master yourself. And that's a consistent process. We are on the last day of the season of Haru in the Kemetic way of the stars. And in the 12 figures of African spirituality, we are still in the season of the kola nut. More about those various astrology systems later. But if you were born on August 19th, happy solar return. May the ancestors, Olodumare, Orishas, bless you with many, many more, filled with Baba Ire. And Baba Ire means many blessings, but here's a little bit of zodiac draw snitching for you. So, if you were born on August 19th, you are impulsive and quick tempered, but not unreasonable. Okay, well, damn. God, dog. You have confidence in your ability and you are ambitious, determined, observant, and systematic. You like to make others happy and you are capable of an undivided love and devotion. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, other 11 zodiac houses, haterade is not alkaline. So make sure you are showing all the Leos in your life some love as we turn up in the last few days of our season and make way for the Virgos. And we're going to celebrate them just as much as we celebrated ourselves. So take this last few days to learn more about the Leo energy in you. Yes, check the Zodiac House 5. Check the placements of Leo. Check the placements of the Sun and learn more about that royal cat in you so y'all can stop looking at us like we think we all that. Yeah, I said it. I'm going to take a quick break with my whistle, and when I come back, we're going to do a quick rundown of the planets in retrograde. I'm iiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.
Blues? I don't sing 'em. I tranquilize in their hue. Now my mouth pours truth. And iiYansa, J Muse, haiku. Moon talk, Motherpeace, found Motherpeace, throat chakra healing, waters, blues, spirits, films, music, sea creature messages, guided meditation, poetry, mysteries of the wine dark sea, healing stones and shells, blue things, rhyme, iiYansa's glass water, dreams and wisdom, cleansing, healing, it's all inside, come on in. Every moon day on Mother Blue Hues with iiYansa Muse.
And we're back. So here's what's going on with all these planets that are busting the moonwalk on us. And we add that to a full moon tonight. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Just make sure you stay grounded. I would suggest prayers, manifestations, ceremonies around grounding your what you're feeling inside spiritually into reality. So that way your head, your heart, and your body are no longer in conflict. That's just a suggestion for tonight's full moon. All right. But with these planets in retrograde, you got a lot of energy to work with, or should be anyway, with Pluto in retrograde, May 2nd in Aquarius, coming out on October 12th in Capricorn. Work on the little things, because in order for you to experience the fullness of tomorrow night's full moon, you will have already needed to have been working on yourself to a certain degree. And that's a little bit at a time, trusting the process. And Pluto in retrograde tends to slow things down so that you have to work on the little things that are going to make all the big differences later on down the road. So let yourself have that time and that space, especially in the areas of self work and in business. All right. Second planet, Saturn. Oh, Pluto affects the Scorpios more than the other 11 houses. Orisha energy is a mix of Ogun, Oya, and Orunmila energy. Okay, Saturn is in retrograde. That's Eshu and Obalu energy, and that affects Capricorns and Aquarius more than the other 11 houses. And Saturn went into retrograde on June 29th in Pisces and is coming out on November 15th in Pisces. So this is going to bring a lot of grounding by shattering illusions. This is really going to bring to the forefront what your real priorities are. You're going to come face to face with how much power your ego has over your spirit, or your spirit has over your ego. So when you find yourself at those crossroads, make the decisions that you need to make to stay grounded and all the right things. You will also be witnessing a lot of people who did you wrong in the past receive their karma. Don't give that too much energy, because you got to focus still on mastering yourself. And that is two hands full in itself. Ashe. Then we got Neptune busting the moonwalk in her own house, going in on July 2nd, coming out on December 7th. And that number pattern is 72127. I got to look at that number pattern because it keeps jumping out at me. And this is a very powerful retrograde because Neptune is retrograding in her own house. Okay? And that's in Pisces. So, of course, this is going to affect Pisces people more so than the other 11 houses and even more intensely. So if you are a Pisces or are close to a Pisces, invoke the patience of Obatala. In Orisha energy, Neptune energy resonates with Olokun Yemoja energy as the planet of divine compassion that deals with dreams, meditative states, spirituality. And I've been hearing a lot about how people's dreams are getting a lot more intense due to Neptune's retrograde. I would recommend you start writing those dreams down, okay? And if you cannot interpret them, then call someone who can. And that's where I come into play. Dial the number on the screen, 314-200 and 0368. You can also book a read via my Pinsite link, or you can do a video read with a 24-hour turnaround. All right. And now we got Chiron in retrograde in Aries. And this one deals with our deepest childhood wounds. So, in order to experience the fullness of spiritual ascension, you have to be willing to go into the darkest places of your own soul and your own being and turn the lights on. And all of us have that crater in our lives. All of us have that one childhood or young adulthood wound that we spend the rest of our lives growing flowers in that valley. You'll be revisiting whatever that valley is so that you can use whatever pain is there as fuel for your higher purpose. And that's how you do that self alchemy, baby. That's how you turn pain into purpose. That's how you turn nothing into something. You know, tapping into your own inner magic. Absolutely. Then, last but not least, we have Mercury in retrograde. And Mercury in retrograde deals a lot with ASU energy again, and it affects Geminis and Virgos more than the other 11 houses. And we went into Mercury's retrograde, and this is Mercury retrograde number 2. So we got one more Mercury retrograde of 2024. But right now, we're in retrograde number 2, and that's going on from August 15th in Virgo and to August 28th in Leo. Okay. And with that, that's pulling us to put in work on the inner, because Virgo is the house of putting in work. And this is why we get the travel delays and the miscommunications and the need to isolate. And so forth even comes through interactions with people, because this is why Mercury retrograde brings back exes and former friends, former colleagues, former coworkers. You get my drift. And these people come back in to test your level of spiritual growth, to test your discernment. So it's kind of like, I look at Mercury retrogrades as like a pop quiz from the universe. So when people come back into your life, it's for one of three reasons. You know, Eshu loves his threes. So reason one is this person is completely toxic. They really, really did you bad in your life. Okay. And when this person tries to come back, and you sense, of course, that they haven't grown, this is just somebody that's empty and needs some positive energy to feed on, you know not to open that door at all. So there's test number one. Reason number two, someone could be coming back into your life is because you owe them an apology, they owe you an apology. There's some peace that need to be made there so both parties can go on with their lives amicably, more balanced. That happens too. And then reason three is that a person may have grown to a level where they are now an energetic match. You have grown to a level where you too are an energetic match. And sometimes people come back into your life during Mercury retrograde so that you can move forward, still in each other's lives as the retrograde passes. Mercury retrogrades are not a good time to start new business ventures, new projects, new relationships. You don't want to start anything new during Mercury retrograde because communication is moving backwards. Okay, so sit tight till August the 28th. Y'all can sweat it out. I'm iiYansaje Muse, and this is the forecast. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to get to your Moon Daily Tarot message for the Divine Feminines. Ashe.
I painted this an electric shade of pastel blue for you. Listen. It's 2022 and Neptune is going cold. She's tired of the same old tales told of folks hijacking her nurture, her gold. The audacity of energy suckers got bold, and the good, suffering from the bad, got old. So no wonder earth angels in droves drove to self-love, drew boundaries with samurais when open eyes sliced off unwillingly unhealable places and toxic people. Chance after chance is dried up for the evil. 222, this triple oye coup ends all rendezvous of the Inca and succubi. So bye. It's 2022. And Neptune is going cold. Narcissistic revelation is massive. The heavens are taking a measure and it's drastic in restoring Libra's balance. Ulterior motives and intentions the heavens know got exposed when there were no more cheeks to turn. With freezer burns, she lets them learn so pure love can be freely given to those who will freely return. Neptune. Planet of divine compassion has shortened her rations cause repeat offenses rehashing and splashing her givers in tears. Now she's laughing, and in orderly fashion she drops the thermostat, pulls back her passions, and let us feel a chilly breeze. She had to freeze up so certain things could surface, so universal lovers and dreamers can stop feeling worthless. It's all in divine purpose. It's 2022. And colder is Neptune. She's grown immune, she's changed her tune for those who shatter love and leave its givers undue wounds. She dries her eyes in us and dashes with their foon, surrounds us with egoons, and allows our souls to prune as we let go like balloons and reblossom like peace lilies in June. Oh, cry her a river, she'll let you croon. At the ego self's doom, she cinders the moon. It's 2022, and Neptune is going cold. Mama is drawing her energy back to the too big-hearted, getting us back on track from those who have taken and taken and taken too much. Silence and absence is a sign that now reads you cannot touch. Healers and empaths are basking in bliss baths, no longer exchanging dialect with reprobate-minded voices. We've passed the masses a rain check and let the rain check their choices, saving the nectar of appointing and anointing for those of divine appointment with receipts and invoices of energetic investments in kingdom building. Love is living, returning is given. So should you feel a shiver, it's 2022, and Neptune is going cold. It had to happen to save a certain caliber of human soul. iiYansaje Muse, moon waning in Libra. Ashe.
And we're back. So, this is a message for the divine feminine. And we have the crone inverted. Now, the crone in this deck is like the hermit. And as you can see, there's a crossroad here. So, divine feminines, you have probably been frustrated and been in a period of isolation, trying to come to a major decision about moving forward in an area in your life. And it may be time for an outside perspective. But because divine feminines must be very careful who we trust, allow your ancestors and spirit guides to guide you to the one that can give you the right wisdom. Simply ask for your teachers. Because you've been through some things, and this crone upside down is also letting you know that the space of hermithood is over. It's time for you to come out. And whatever this is, whatever you're thinking about here, or whatever this decision, this crossroad is pertaining to a divine masculine. But this is a divine masculine that was in toxic energy possibly before, but his interaction with you triggered his divine awakening, and now he's in a place of calm waters and ready to come in and communicate. And this feels like a phase in a twin flame journey, and you've been kind of holding on to what you know, and that's to protect yourself, keep your swords drawn, you know, using your discernment and having to flat out cut some people off. And that space wasn't wrong, it served its time. And now it's time for you to surrender to what's to happen next. Because I feel something very intensely divine happening when this Son of Cups makes communication. Take the communication slowly because he's got some angry women hot on his damn trail, and it's a whole nest of them. And as you can see, it's the Seven of Wands coming in eastbound. So there's some heat behind him. There's something trying to chase him into his new beginning. And he may be coming to you, Divine Feminine, for help. And this is where you will find yourself at a crossroad, at whether you will let someone suffer, even if they might deserve it, or do you step into your place of divinity and render whatever it is that this person needs, this divine masculine needs to heal and close out this cycle. Because somebody over here is highly pedoed because I see them chasing this person into a new beginning, but I don't see them making it through. So there's been a lot of chaos in this divine masculine's life ever since, you guys parted ways. Now, this doesn't really have anything directly to do with you. This is about somebody that's trying to keep control over this masculine. Okay. And I know it's a little tough to not let anything disturb your groove, but sometimes the universe allows your groove to be disturbed because you have a divine place to play in this person's life. Now, with the sun showing up inverted underneath this Seven of Wands, the spirit is confirming because the sun represents sunrise, superstar, new beginning, all of that. But that came after this group of women here on this Seven of Wands. So, as I said, they will be trying to chase this man into his new beginning, but they're not going to make it. So, whoever this cluster of karmics is, this man is coming back towards you because the sun has gone down on them. And now you have to decide if you're going to play your divine position in all of this or if you're going to let the scorned woman in you speak. And that's going to be a tough crossroad, which is why you will need outside guidance. And at the bottom of the deck, we have this same belligerent woman upside down, Daughter of Wands. And as you can see, with the Seven of Wands at the top here, let me see, where did she go? Where'd that group of women go? Here we go. Okay, so you have a woman right here, still trying to lead her little ragtag crew after the sun done already gone down. And at the bottom of the deck, the Daughter of Wands is inverted again, and the Son of Cups is upright, which means your divine masculine has done some degree of spiritual work and healing and awakening, and he's ready to come in and speak with you about it, but he still feels the heat of your rage. So the crossroad is do you move forward without him and leave this spiritual assignment incomplete? Or do you tap into the divinity of you and fulfill some sort of divine contract? But just know that whatever is coming in to try to chase him to his new beginning, they're not going to make it because the sun on them has gone down. All right, so there's my general message for you divine feminines out there. If you need something a little more detailed, then by all means dial the number on the screen. Or you can book a reading through the lovely Yemoja care package that I put in this video's description box. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9. The Mothership. Beam up. A focused, meditative state is the womb of your mind. May you always birth beautiful things. Yemoja. The Moon Collection by the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. Beam up. Thank you for joining me for this forecast. I certainly hope that you gained some things. Ooh, messing with my camera. I certainly hope that you gain some things that will divinely align your moon day and fill it with lots of love, nurture, and the meditative emotional state you need for an awesome next 7 days. And don't forget to make the most of this moon cycle. Ashe. Full moon. If you are listening at 9 o'clock p.m., then stay tuned for some more coconut jazz before we get into my sun nightly vision of what love looks like. You know, that kingdom union kind of love. Oh, yeah. And if you're listening at 6 a.m., then stay tuned for the rising Bimbe to Yemoja before we get to the divine mothers of song groove all day long. Either way, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.